Good morning. Yep, Monday is episode 150 for Draw Every Day. As you saw today, we are creating our own superheroes and supervillains. This is episode, I think it's like 11 of this series. And let's go. So, Dr. Destroyer. This is one that Costi came up with yesterday, listing all kinds of powers. Yep, that's what I'm going to do later on this morning when I'm done with all this. I'm going to be preparing all my videos to upload for next week, and I've got a lot of archive sketches to upload for next week. So we'll be getting a lot of them on there. So now we got to come up with some thumbnail gesture drawings for this new character. And you did say he was a hero, correct, Costi? Yeah, Zach Clooney. So right now I'm just getting structure of some type of hero. Thank you. Welcome to everyone who has joined here this morning. This is the process you go through when you're creating a new character. You start out with these thumbnail sketches. So I'm just going to get a kind of a superhero pose going here. That we can flesh out any way we want. Blue helmet. Where you guys get to decide the details. A bit more scary with a reflection on the helmet. I'm sure you have something in mind, but I'm not sure what that would be. Orange with a dragon coin chain. Dragon coin. What? Okay, orange suit. Well, let's get his characteristics, get his look before we worry about his colors. So he does have a helmet, this doctor. So we need to decide what that helmet is going to be. Does he have a cape? Orange suit. And you're calling it a dragon coin chain? Welcome to the GCI studios, where we create our own superheroes every Saturday and Sunday. Okay, yes, a cape. Let's kick his cape out this way. And that's some type of helmet. Thank you for watching, everybody. Don't hesitate to hit the like button if you're liking this process. Just showing how you start drawing thumbnail sketches, getting little ideas. Oh, you're saying this story? Okay. Another planet disaster. So here's from another planet. All right, now I'm more concerned with Costy's version. Gotta get some more details on this character. Yeah, see if we can come up with our own. We'll give him kind of almost a centurion. You sent the rest of the backstory. Hello, purified water. This is Dr. Destroyer, one of our subscribers / moderators. This is his idea. This is what we do on Saturday and Sunday. We create our own heroes. So we're working on the process. Got him to sign a contract. Yep, I saw that. Gib, you sent that, please, so we can all work on this one. Yes, I'm designing his version right now. Hey, there's Corey. Welcome back, Corey. We are designing our own superhero today, so we're just trying to work out some of the details on Dr. Destroyer. Yes, he's got his powers under control. And so now, even though he has a destructive name, he is a force for good. Purple pants and blue helmet, purple pants and orange suit and purple pants. You got some crazy colors, man. We'll see how that goes. I'm trying to draw right now. Clowns. Oh. Yeah, there's always two designs. That's what the whole idea of the smaller sketches are for, to do more than one design and see which one we like. Thank you, Corey. Somebody's looking at my drawing here. Appreciate that. Ropes. Okay, see you later. Yeah, I was going to have something going on here. That's why I raised up this arm. Thanks, Corey. That would be yellow power. Orange, purple pants, orange shirt, dragon coin. I'm listening, but remember, this is Costy's idea. You wouldn't want him taking over your cowboy bot when we start doing it, would you? Yeah, everybody starts putting in their ideas, correct. I'm tired. I'll probably, once we get a solid idea, what I'll do is sketch out a good, larger image of him and see if we can get it inked since we have extra time today. Oh, yeah, thanks for hanging in there, Corey. This is his idea right here, Corey. This is the one that Costi is coming up with, and I'm just getting it sketched out for him. So maybe something like that for an idea. Yeah. They could not be destroyed. Evil's too powerful. Let's see if we can get a sketch of this face a little bigger. Thank you for joining, everybody. This is another episode of Create Superheroes and Supervillains. That's what we do every Saturday here on the GCI community studios. Today we're going with one of Costi's ideas, moderator and subscriber. It'll be all right, Nismo. You are very crazy. Yeah, and there'll be a couple short videos of him. Well, Costy's not really saying much about the design, so I'm open to, he's just doing the origin story and his powers. So I'm open for any suggestions from anybody else on how he looks. I'm just drawing so we get something on paper that we can change. So if anybody else has any other ideas on helmet design, costume design, let me know. Give him a plaque, Dr. Math. What's that mean? I'm not sure what you mean by. Yep, I've got the cape going, so. But I'm not sure what you mean by that mask. Yeah, Costy's got his story down and his powers down, but we're still open for suggestions on what he's gonna look like. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, I could draw Kick-Ass. We need suggestions on design and costume right now. Costy's already got his story figured out. Yeah, you can suggest his logo. Because I really don't have anything specific designed yet. That's entirely up to you, Nismo. Obviously. So maybe thank you for sticking with us, everybody. We're developing a new hero here today. That's cool. Hallelujah. Okay. So we need to come up with his logo, something about his energy. So if we had just a general circular shape and then something like this coming off of it. You feel bad? Feel sick, you mean? Oh, sad and stressed. We could do it a little more stylized. What are you crying about? Yeah. You're under a lot of stress. Some of it's self-generated. Yeah, so it could be made out of yellow flames coming from a core. Yep, yellow flames. What are your parents doing? Going out for the night or something? You got your dogs to keep you company, don't you? Your dad's a lawyer too, like your grandparents? Wow. Hello, Mr. Man. Welcome to Create Superheroes and Supervillains. We're working on Dr. Destroyer today. Good to have you here. Just trying to get some ideas rolling. So with his logo, if you start with the circle in the center, and then draw the yellow flames, one big flame coming up, big flame to the side, big flame coming down. It'd be something like this. And since we haven't gotten a lot of other, all we know is he's going to have ropes around him. Yep, that's a rough deal, Nismo. Well, if you could try to enjoy what we're doing here, you can stick around and talk to us. Because you know we're always here every day. All right, I think it's time for a bigger drawing of him. I'm going to get a picture of this so I can use it for reference on a... We're going to get started on an actual drawing. We're just dropped my eraser, 38 minutes into it. I want to cut this quiet music. It's putting me to sleep. Just a second, I'll move that out of the way. Yeah, it destroys, comes in and saves the day. Yeah, is that from that, when that ball hits you in the face, you got a fracture? Oh, on your foot, fracture on your foot. All right, here comes Dr. Destroyer. Let's make it a little smaller and I can get some different detail on him. Design should be full blue on the helmet, orange jacket with purple suit under a regular, I'm not sure what a dragon coin chain is, but we'll figure that out. Normal purple pants and red ropes. Okay. You might have to remind me of some of that when we get to the color tomorrow. Draw a looking dragon on his neck like a chain. Yeah, that's how I start getting my shapes. I just scratch it in. I've always done that. It's just the way I get my groove on. I get, the basic shapes and get some of the muscle placement, but not a lot of detail. Get a little more action shot of the doctor. The doctor is in. The coin is showing just a dragon head wearing it as a chain on his neck. Okay. So when you get the arms up like this, that's what I thought. You weren't feeling good today. That explains a lot. Probably eating too much sugar. Okay, so when you have their arms raised up on a character, a heroic character, so what happens is the shoulder rolls back and the pectorals elongate and stretch up with the movement of the arm. Bicep comes back and connects underneath the bottom, the front of the deltoid, and where that ties in with the pecs. There is a muscle that comes in under here. The lats from the back are stretched up and they connect up in this junction. And then the tricep actually is behind this point of the lats where they come up and connect. You watch when Adam West did that movie, they had the bat helicopter and everything in that movie, if I remember correctly. It's been a long time since I've seen it. I think I'm going to watch King Kong Skull Island sometime this weekend. Yeah, they had the helicopter. I've been watching Monarch with Kurt Russell and Wyatt Russell. The story of all the Godzilla and all the creatures. That's pretty cool. It's the year one Batman comic book you posted, first published. What year? I think it was, that was 1998, I think. I would have to get it out and check it, but yeah, I think that was late 90s when Frank Miller did that story. Yeah, Skull Island was amazing. One of the best King Kong movies ever. Yeah, that was a good one too. Yeah, and those weird creatures come out from under the ground that just have like arms that are pulling themselves around with. And Kong's there to keep them from coming up from the underworld. Oh well, I'm gonna get this drawing really worked out. So I'm gonna spend some time on it. But I can help. All right. Well, possibly see you later then, Mr. Man. Thank you for stopping for a few. All right, I'll do that logo. And then we need to, I think we'll get some ropes going from here. Well, maybe he'll, before he gets started on his next one, you guys can do some stuff together. Let him know. I'd like to spend some time with him. Thanks for the likes, everyone. And for hanging in here with us. Oh, I see. So both your parents are professionals with busy jobs. All right, I think I got enough here to start with the 0.07. Just a second, I'll be right back. Yeah, we got no out of touch one. Hey, Kenzie. Art123, thank you for joining. Appreciate that. So we're working on creating our own superhero today. So we are starting on getting the pencil work detailed out. Yeah, just the old school King Kong. That's been around since I was before I was born. Mostly King Kong. I don't really like Godzilla so much, but that Monarch series is really cool. It kind of looks like Magneto. I'm trying to change it a little bit. So this is where we come in with a smaller mechanical pencil. Yeah, I would like to get it penciled in and inked in today. So all we have left tomorrow. Well, I might have some inking to do tomorrow. Looks like this pencil drawing is going to be pretty detailed. It does look like Magneto, doesn't it? Old school. Yeah, get some, change it up a little bit with the details on the color. There, it should be back now. Yeah, I certainly will. Get him up on the community. I'll make a couple short videos out of this. And of course, immediately upload the live stream and get it going. Yeah, this would be the jacket portion, of course. And work on some of this rib cage coming in. Thank you everyone for joining and for the likes. Appreciate it. This is a series we typically do every weekend where you guys will come up with the idea for the character. You knew what was going to happen. Oh, yeah. Let me see. Let me try check something out real quick. Might change up the mask somewhat so it doesn't look so much like just looking at some different types of helmets. Yeah, I think I know how to fix this. Yeah, I don't want to cover his whole face. What I can do is bring this nose piece down. That will dramatically change. Bring this up a little higher like this. And round out the eye portion. 4 people. Yep, 4 to 3 is what we got right now. We've been up as high as 14. We're losing them, Jim. Original character. Yes, we're working on an original character today, developed by the GCI community. This is one that Costi came up with yesterday, I believe it was. And it is Dr. Destroyer. Yeah, we could do that. Get some beard going. Hey, we can do anything we want. It's our character, man. Yeah, a little bit of a mashup. Get a little Silver Surfer action, a little Galactus. Yeah, got all kinds of different influences showing up in this one. Thank you for joining, everybody. Don't forget to hit the like button. If you like to watch this type of comic book style art, I'm just tightening up the pencil on this. I'm not going to get too heavily into the shading because I'll do that with the inking process. So I just want to get the rendered so I know what's what and what I'm keeping and what I'm omitting. Yeah, we can work that reflection in, I'm thinking, with the color, when we get to the coloring of the helmet. I got it tried to make it a little more like a Trojan soldier. Yeah. Yeah, something like that. That's a mouthful. All combined together to form one new character. Kind of like that. That's pretty cool. You don't see that very often. Hey, Nismo, welcome back. He's coming together. He's coming together. We have a few similarities, which we always do with other characters. There's just no getting around that, but I do not work on the weekends. Nope. Once I'm done on Friday afternoon, I'm done till Monday. So no work for me on Saturday. This is my job on Saturday right here. I'm a comic book artist on Saturdays exclusively, which is what I like. What the world? I'm glad you got some sleep out of touch one. Because once I get busy, my grandkids come over on Saturday and the house gets noisy, and I don't really have a door on my studio yet, so there's no way to keep all the outside distractions out while I'm trying to stream. So that's why I get up so early, so I don't mess up the routine of the household with my channel. Yeah, it's just a room in the house that I've turned into my studio. I guess at one time it was a downstairs bedroom by the people who had the house before me. It's just a small room downstairs off of the dining room, and it was my office, but I call it my studio now. I do have a door I need to modify to put on it. It used to be the front door of the house that we're going to repurpose into my studio door, but of course I haven't got to that project yet. That's a question for Costi. He wanted ropes on this guy. So I'm putting ropes on him. Must be magic ropes or something. With my real job, yeah, it's all pretty easy for me. I've been doing it for so long. But I like to drive, so at least when I'm driving, I'm having fun. Let me show you guys the studio. I'll stand in the door and look in and just kind of pan around one time. You guys can see the studio, what I call my studio. Okay. This is my father's jacket, FFA. It's a farmer youth group organization that he was part of. So I have that in a collectible case on the wall. So this is looking into the office from the dining room. That's all the stuff, my collectible stuff up on the upper level. That's my other desk where I do a lot of the planning and writing, and my TV for monitor. That's the Okay, sorry about that. And there you go. Yeah, there's the jacket. Future Farmers of America from 1958, 1959. That must be where you saw my reflection. That's why you wanted to see the jacket again. And you missed it. And there's a Superman I did, Batman I did, my office chair. Oh, that jacket's way too small for me. And it's older than me. Yeah, this chair I got for 25 years of my 25th anniversary of working at the place I'm at now. So I got to pick out something out of a catalog and I got myself a new chair. Yeah, it's FFA, Future Farmers of America. That organization still is going on in this part of the country anyway. I'm not sure if it's national anymore. But my dad was the reporter for his chapter from 56 to 57. Then he was vice president of his chapter of FFA 57 to 58. I think if you're doing sequential art with your character out of Touch 1, you might want to simplify it a little bit. Because you could kind of like drawing Spider-Man's webs, you could start driving yourself a little crazy, trying to, do multiple panels of that character on one page. La la la. I'm just glad Nismo missed it. Yeah, it's an old drywall bucket he turned into a helmet after watching looking at a Magneto comic book. That's exactly right. Good one, Peter Parker. Hello, Peter Parker. Yeah, so if you're really going to stick with that, with all the detail, then you'll just get used to drawing it. You get 4 or 5 pages in to your story, and you should be in a groove. I know when I draw Spider-Man a lot, I get into the groove of adding all those webs, and you get your own little system, routine of how you put them on, add all the webs and all the details. And it's just a little bit daunting at first when you need reference every time to make sure you got everything correct. I'm going to stop adding stuff to the top of his helmet. Right. Just stick with it and get used to drawing it. And when you're drawing it, you realize, it's going to take some time every time. Thanks for watching, everybody. Please consider hitting that like button if you are enjoying what you're seeing today. I will probably add color tomorrow because I still have a ways to go with pencil and ink. And we'll just have to, I got most of the details jotted down on the other page. I'll just, on what the color schemes are going to be. Yeah, we could go this way, turn them down, have them come back around. You sent me it. You did see my face. Well, good for you. uh, well, thank you very much. Yep, Nismo caught a blurry glimpse of GCI. And he just sent it to me on an email. Told you I had hair, not a bald Gibson. I'm sure Nismo will save that. Image. Yeah, no more. A brown belt in karate. I never said I was. You didn't think I looked that handsome, so you did think I looked kind of. Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay. I know. I knew you didn't want to see the jacket again. Well, hopefully that made your day. You're not so despondent any longer. Tra-la-la, la-la-la-la. Thanks for the likes, everyone. David Attenborough. Yeah, a little bit like Clooney. Well, I'm glad it wasn't all that painful anyway. All right, I'll look at your post. Oh, yeah, more like that. Okay. So not just staggering down his leg so it would trip him. kind of like a Rob Liefeld-esque. Vice president. It was a school organization. FFA, he was vice president. And my dad was also the prom king that year. And he was really popular in high school. Yeah, I've been watching Rob Liefeld, all this stuff, and some of the back older episodes. Yeah, Rob's pretty cool. I was not popular in school. I was one of the kids that nobody messed with. They were afraid of me, but I was not very popular. Yeah, don't talk about it. There are certain subscriber members here that don't want to know. Yeah, I should have never showed you guys my studio. Where are we at? Hour and a half. Holy smokes. 5:13. Next time you shouldn't have got closer to the shirt guns. What's a shirt gun? Leo Ayush. Yeah, those are my mock-up covers because this is GCI, Gibson Cover Illustrator. Those are the covers that I have illustrated. Oh boy. I think you're the only one interested in that, Nismo. I don't think anybody else cares. Whoa. Get that out of my way. And there goes that, flying through the air, the greatest of ease. Dropped it again. Thanks for joining, Ayush. Good to see you back again. Okay, set that down for a minute. I might just get the perimeter inked and I'll be wrapping this one up for the day. Proudest project. I don't know, I'm kind of leery about any of your requests. I feel like you're just trying to set me up again. Oh no, Custy. Yeah, I have to stand at an angle. Because all my covers on the wall are all, they're in frames with the plexiglass. So I'd have to stay at a weird angle so you guys wouldn't see it be exposed to my face again. I'm doing good. Just a little leery. All right, don't post it. Hello, Keith. Welcome to GCI Studios. Thank you for joining in the comment, man. Yeah, I mean, well, I might just have to ban you from the group if you start getting crazy with that image that you sent me. I'll ban you, take away your moderator status. So you better think twice before you start doing anything with that picture. Yeah, I wish I could believe you. I'm glad it was somewhat blurry, though. Yeah, edit out that section where I stood up. Yep. Yes, I will. You sent another email. Yeah, you can hardly see my face in that. Just the shape and color. Yeah, I've seen the turtles. And I've seen some of these characters you were drawing in your panels. Like a supernova. Well, I won't ink that symbol yet in case we want to try something different. Yeah, I'm getting close to wrapping this one up. Yes, I did see that. Oh, so you did delete it? I saw you hitting the delete button. Does mean you didn't keep it somewhere else. Yeah, that guy looks pretty cool from your art class. That's a pretty good face you did. So we could put two D's on here like Daredevil. Double D's. Yep, I saw you touching the delete button. Yep, I'm glad we pulled you up out of your stupor. See you, Costi. How would I cover my face? I don't have a mask. No, I do not. All right, I'll show you one or two of my favorite covers, and then I will end the stream for today. I might not upload this video at all. All right, so that is one of my favorite ones. That's the Incredible Hulk destroying the Hall of Justice from the Justice League. And I mocked it up more like an actual comic. This is one of my favorites. This is my original character, Hone, the Wolf Soldier. That's the mock-up of that cover. I also like this one. That's Samson in the orchards of Timnah, fighting the lion, getting ready to rip that lion in half. And this is my throwback Green Lantern. I kind of like that because it's the old school Green Lantern. And this one because that's what I use for my YouTube photo. Batman Unchained. And I like this one because of the cemetery, Gotham Cemetery, Batman with a bat in his hands. And I kind of like this Superman. Just a traditional busted, just busted through a wall. And then, this is one of my favorite poses for Batman. This is a bigger version, like 14 by 22 or 23. I really like the way that face turned out. Yeah, that's why I started working on, yeah, the moon came out really well. So this is the current one I'm working on. I've only done a few videos of it. I worked on the sky a while back. I still have some more work to do with the sky. But Superman, son of Krypton, he's knocking off, flying over Luthor Corporation. No, the Judges chapters 14 through 16 are really cool because that's all about Samson's story. He was the strongest man who ever lived, so he was the first superhero. All right, thank you everyone for watching today. I'm gonna go ahead and end this one here. Make sure that that picture never survives this day, Nismo, or you won't survive this channel. Oh, sorry, Mr. Man, we're just signing off. Yeah, it's over. Had a little bit of, I'm at 113 minutes on this one, so if I upload it, you'll be able to see it later. I gotta go.